Hi, my name is Samantha Durfee, and this is Project 2. First, I'd like to give a brief background about the film itself. Smoke Signals is based off of the book The Lone Ranger and Tonto Fight in Heaven by Sherman Alexie, and a short story that was written into that book. While the stories are fictional, many of them are based off of Alexie's own experiences in growing up as an Indian in the modern world. It is one of the first films written, directed, and produced by Native Americans that gained national and international recognition by a major studio. The movie and the book play a role in how the characters learn and grow through the importance of memory, family, history, and identity. In the beginning of the movie, we see baby Thomas's house burning down on the 4th of July, losing their entire lives and all of their memories. Speaking of memories, Smoke Signals is basically a collection of memories through Thomas and Victor. Sometimes, in order to go forward, you must drive in reverse, is stated early on in the film, framing the thoughts and ideas in the movie. In the film, Thomas is portrayed as a nerdy, eccentric, and smiling young man, often trying to fit in by storytelling. At one point, Victor tells Thomas to get stoic, perpetuating a regular American Indian stereotype. Victor represents just that, stoic and serious, growing up as the son of an alcoholic father who has chosen to abandon his own family. Through their differences, they learn and grow from each other by dealing with their own personal issues in order to fully understand a situation and to move on from it. In the film, it also dramatizes the everyday life of an American Indian. The struggle with their history is also present through Thomas and Victor. In a sense, Thomas represents a sort of hybrid between old and new, blending traditional American Indian traits with contemporary American ones. This is evident when he unties his braids and puts on the Fry Bread Power t-shirt. It can be said that Native Americans have lost their way from tradition, and with that have also lost their history. This leaves them in a confusing spot, not quite Indian and not quite American either. Victor's father is a good example of this. Through the turmoil of Thomas's parents' death, he turned to alcohol to ease his guilt, abused his wife, and became lost in the Indian society, finally leaving his family. Thomas, however, grows up without his parents, with no real understanding of himself or of his past, losing his history. Family also plays a huge role in Smoke Signals. Talking about both Victor and Thomas's family, Victor has grown up with a hard life, feeling dejected and confused after his father has left. Thomas, on the other hand, lost both of his parents in a terrible fire. Both of their families are connected and actually bringing the boys together to make their journey. Traditionally, Native American tribes typically stick together. Everyone is family, and there seems to be a loss of this in the film itself. Through their journey, Victor and Thomas become their own family. The final thing I'd like to address is the idea of identity. We all pick up on our own identities through time and as we grow older. Our sense of identity comes through everything that I've mentioned previously: memory, history, and family. We learn and grow from those ideas, starting from when we are young children until the day that we die. We are constantly changing through our own experiences, but but we always have a sense of who we are in the process. Victor and Thomas both struggle with the idea of identity. With all of the bad experiences in their lives, they haven't focused, and therefore have an underdeveloped idea of who they are and who they should be. Throughout the film, and with the help of one another, they discover themselves by facing their fears and by letting go of their pasts. When, and only when, they do that, can they move on to their real potential. In conclusion, Smoke Signals represents a journey of two boys' real potential. Victor and Thomas help each other face the past, as well as to overcome it. Though they were interlinked by tragedy, they found ways to make it through with the help of a true friend. At the same time, Smoke Signals gently addresses the typical stereotypes of the American Indian people through these two boys and through a small sense of over-dramatized situations that befall them. Their journey is an inspiring one that brings hope to its watchers.